Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense is on the field for the first time today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite. It's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays? They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, is unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in the first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And looking to throw now on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Play action, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
See if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. He'll bring up fourth down now. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game. For guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program. Hopefully they play well today. Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And in first down, right back to the running game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. Finds room at the 30. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, it's going to be a sack as the defense makes a play to wrap up this period. So, Cook, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Almost intercepted in the end zone. An opportunity missed. But it does bring up a fourth down here. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will tie the game here.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. Ball handed off. He goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker as kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
And just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And it's taken right around the 35. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They hit the field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the move now. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, they need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. Looking for a man. Makes the catch. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field.
What a conversion here by this offense. You know, the ball is thrown short of the first down marker. Shows you the trust this quarterback has in this receiver. Makes the catch, and then a great effort there to pick up the yards after the catch for the first down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Runners all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Catch is made down the middle. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. A chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
If he just would have been able to catch the ball in this drag route, there's a ton of space ahead of him. It's an unfortunate drop here for the offense.
They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? On the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum, and a chance at a big play.
And the single back takes the handoff. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Peters. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. He hands it off from the gun. Gets the first and still running. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll throw it now. Pulls it in. It's Peters. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for a receiver. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, Another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this.
Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer it before the break. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second day, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Can he get there on the ground? And he'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Quick pass, the catch is made. Some hard running there through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Needs to be just inches short of the marker. Shotgun, empty backfield on second and inches. And he'll set out to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. The Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. The shotgun handoff here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Extra point good. They trail now 17-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points when they bounced back here. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
That is broken up and incomplete.
That is a tough play to make by this defender. Usually the slant route is the go route for an easy completion, but not this time. The defender does his job and bats that ball away.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. In the first play of the drive now, the 25. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Slides a good throw. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
So it's Mississippi State on top so far, Kurt. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it again. He escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Makes a quick grab. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. That's an important score. We got a 1-possession game now, Kirk. And it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Grinding away with their running game. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Pulls it in. It's Peters. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They mix it up with a run. He's past the marker and still going. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Two-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away, secure the victory? Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's a quick grab. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds in closing this game out.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They drag him down after a big game. Ball moved all the way to the 38. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw now on 1st down. The defense is coming after him. They hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or
taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. And the big play to start the drive, but now 2 incompletions. They face a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go. These guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
The extra point gets him within a touchdown, 31-24. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
And the quarterback just kneels down. The course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.